with those guys, and they are our rock stars, our proud alumni. So we have already given the introduction. So let's start with Aman with you. So a quick
Hi.
introduction about you, and that include your qualification, the background you are coming from, and the job what you are doing.
Okay, so I have around like 3 years of experience, and I'm working with currently with EY as a and try to analyze those data sets. So the data can be of any format. Let's say you have PDF, you have TXTs, you have images that you need to convert. So for that I use mainly Python and work on various KPIs to convert.
I've started off like a business analyst profile, I would say, because I was new to the industry, and it's very important to get a flavor of, the domain that you're working in. So Paisa Bazaar, it's a banking domain, banking sector. So to get the flavor of that, I was first exposed to all the data that they had, structured or unstructured, and basically use them just to create simple insights and some analysis. And then later on, we moved on to build logistic regression, or basically predictive modeling algorithm for personal loans in Paisa Bazaars, which would basically, tell the customers who are visiting our platform of their chances to get a loan from different banks that are partners with us. So that is currently deployed. Me and Aman both have worked on that project simultaneously, and a similar thing has worked on for the credit card sector as well. Now in Dunnhumby,
Work you are doing currently. Yes.
Okay, so my background is a, like kind of a electronics engineer. Okay, and after that I have started as a full stack developer and as well as analytics, web analytics in a previous company. And my work experience over there was around 3 years. On Python, same time PySpark and Tableau and like ClickView. Those are visualization tools. Same time we are working in like
Four, okay, more hands are coming up. And anybody who comes from a different background, neither from economics nor from commerce, statistics background, brilliant. Anybody who has come from different background altogether, like biotechnology and any other specific?
started my journey. So thing is like I was working in this field. Data analytics was not new for me, but I wasn't working on a big data. Like when you say okay, data size is like less than 10 lakh and you can handle it in a Excel file, then you are not like you are kind of a data analytics, because you are not working on any tool at all. So at the time anyone can do that job. So why company hire you when you can do those jobs in a so at the time, like right now, my company, I used to handle a combination of a different field. If you have a one particular, if you say, okay, I know I'm an engineer, I know everything. No, buddy, sorry. You have to go for a statistic as well. You must know something about statistic. After that you have to move. Okay, computer engineer is a crucial part. Like coding. You have to code. You are doing code only. Like whatever funda you have to implement by doing coding. So at that time that come to in a picture as well. After that visualization as well. Like here you are going to handle everything from like basic part to extraction. Like I'm working on a SQL as well. My team is working on a SQL. From SQL to Python, Python to Spark, Spark to Tableau. Now just see the flavor. You are working from like on SQL to Tableau, and in between all the basic technology. You have to handle everything over there. So this is a like data science. Data science isn't equals to machine learning engineer. People are doing only like predictive analytics. No, data scientists are working on like
to do something, kind of a master's where I would get a chance to use that for the next couple of years, or at least a decade of my career in the corporate. So that's how I came. I just did some came across this field of data science, read restrict ourselves to the bookish knowledge or the exposure, the classroom learning that we were having. So that is something I find it very useful to share as well. This field is such a vast field to learn, and even at the basic level of whatever you're studying in your classroom, you can actually implement it in the open world. There are platforms, there are communities, there are hackathons which happen, there are multiple open source datas which are available where you can actually put in the knowledge that you're learning in the classroom. So that's the approach I actually followed, which keep on giving me a push and kept my interest on in this field. And yeah, agreeing with Viral, in the actual industry, it's actually not only about machine learning. It's not complicated algorithms that you have to, code and run the algorithms. There is much more that goes into it. So many people have this tendency that being a data scientist, I'll only be, applying algorithms, predicting outputs. I don't have to worry about how they are deployed. Even Bhupesh sir said this thing. So we have deployed a model in Paisa Bazaar, and trust me, we have done everything from using SQL to Excel to even doing the testing part with Java engineers or the people who are sitting in the technical department who are software developers. We have sat with them, we have done the actual testing of the model as well with them. So model running was just a one-day job, but what goes behind that thing is actually what takes most of your time. So that kind of a thing actually, keeps us interested in the field, that you're not just learning one thing at one time. Yeah.
So Aman, your viewpoints on that?
Yeah.
And let me introduce you guys. That Aman, you hail from a biotechnical background, I believe, right? So he is the guy who hails from a biotechnical background, and now he is working. He worked as a data scientist earlier with Paisa Bazaar, and now he is working with EY as a analyst, senior analyst, consultant, right? So it's everybody would be very much curious to know that how from a biotechnical domain to a data science thing.
Yeah. So I am a BTech from biotechnology, as Ritin has mentioned. So back in 2015, I was searching across various courses, and I was pretty much sure that I want to do masters. So biotech was not the one that I want to pursue further, because in biotech I flunked like millions of times. So that is not by choice, but it was a chance that I got into biotechnology. But now here I got a chance to get a choice to choose between my masters. So I read across various like articles, and you can see I wrote basically in biotechnology. One of the company, Mu Sigma, came to our college for placement. So they have mentioned in the earlier stage that data scientist is one of the sexiest jobs in the 21st century. That is already mentioned. So that intrigued me very well at that point of time. So I was like, यार कुछ तो करना है इसी फील्ड में. तो after engineering, I got cleared with the first round. I didn't clear the second round. I felt bad. First, like certification that you can get through Edureka by paying those guys some money, and they will give you a certification. After you do some watching some videos of the mentors, and you can upload your assignment, and you get a certification. I was not very much happy from inside that the assignment that I submitted was wrong or right. I just got a certification. Then I explored more about data science. Then I came to know about Analytics Vidya. Analytics Vidya is one of the key role in reading of the blogs, which was started by Kunal Jain. Kunal Jain is one of the senior to me, and he's now he's a very good colleague. He's a very good friend of mine also now. And through exploring, I got into Kaggle, and then through that, I participated in one of the competitions of Analytics Vidya, which is one of the 2 or 3 days hackathons, in which I secured around 80 percentile of the entire population at that time participated. So I was like 800 out of 1,000. So that was a motivating factor for me. Then I read more blogs about data science hackathons and all those things. I follow a couple of people also, one is SRK. SRK is now Shah Rukh Khan, but it is Sudhalay Rajkumar, who is working as a data scientist in H2O.ai. And I follow him. I follow Rohan Rao also. He is now currently working as a machine learning lead in Paytm. And these are the 2 key people which I haven't met them personally, but these are the 2 key people who make me motivated into data science. So I follow them. I follow them into footstep into of them and try to learn from there how they approach to the data. So their approach is very simple. You don't need to apply various different logic. You don't need to first you have to understand the business logic. First you have to really think that what the business needs from you. That is a priority. Because through Excel also you can win competitions. That I've seen. You don't need to use R, Python and all those things for that. You can win competition through Excel also. That is one of the key tool that is using since ages. Okay. So they keep me motivated, and through reading those blogs and reading their winning strategies, keep me like I want to do something. So from then I was like again participated in competition, and like I've been able to match up with the top 2% instead from top 80% into top 2%, which gave me like it was a very good thing. Now I have to structure my career. So after that, I joined Aegis School of Business for data science role. And for data science, I joined Aegis School of Business, and it gave me an edge to learn about various tools and how to structure your thinking through various business aspects. Like in banking, you can learn more about banking. Like Rajesh sir had taught us banking also, banking domain knowledge. And like Vinay sir had also taught us statistics over there. And they push and they give you an edge. And one teacher was there, Minta Thomas. She was the funniest lady. She taught us R and machine learning as well. So they give us an edge to how to really structure the entire process and how to really come up with a good solution and how to get more revenue to the company, because at the end of the day, company needs revenue. Company doesn't care about what your data does. Company doesn't even care that how you are going to give you like how you are predicting that this is going to happen. So we have seen this couple of scenarios in Paisavada.com. Not Maggie. They need to understand this. They don't understand because they are lacking knowledge. And as Viral mentioned about this is the entire scenario that we have come across in the data scientist. पर तुम रोल पूरा business analyst का ही कर रहे हो वहाँ पे. तो ये हम याद रख, ये मतलब this is the thing I am telling about.
So data science, right? So we have been listening to the jargons and all these stuff about data science. So these folks are actually doing that stuff, the real Iron Mans. So what we have showed in the picture. So it's open to all of you guys. If you so feel free to ask any questions if you have. Any questions you have? Anybody? Okay, please. So, so benchmark of the current industries, what we are looking forward to.
So deep learning concepts, primary things, skills that are needed today. Yeah, I might be.
Yes. Your viewpoints, actually.
Yeah, add something to this.
Yes.
So the entire knowledge is now being broken down into different things. So on the basic data end, you would need to know structured SQL formatting also, like MySQL or anything, and some non-structured format also, like ability to read JSONs or Mongo database or something like that. Then on the on the coding end per se, Python is actually developing, because on the product-based companies, they want to actually deploy whatever you have worked on. So R is lacking in that particular sector, but Python gives you the capability of the production aspect. So